Hi, it's Robert Murray, and welcome back to this week's Leadership Minute. I want to pick up on the thought or the Leadership Minute that I had previously around best practices for working from home. This one is, again, best practices, but not only from working from home, but engaging your team when your team is working from their home office, like I am here in my home office. And it's once again, keep it really, really simple, and there's lots of great ways that you can keep your team engaged as well as you could as if they were working with you in the office. So I want to give you an example of an organization. The company's called Clearly. You can find them at clearly.ca. They're a company that makes prescription eyeglasses like the ones that I have on right now. These are Clearly prescription eyeglasses. And I had coffee on Friday with the CEO, Arnaud Boucher. And Arnaud is an amazing, amazing CEO who's done an amazing turnaround with Clearly, an organization that for 15 years was not all that profitable. And in his 1 year tenure as the CEO there, he has turned it around, and it's incredibly profitable and growing at a ridiculous rate. Mostly because he's focused in on fixing the culture. And in doing so, he's been able to attract some fantastic talent to the organization. So at coffee, I was asking him about, well, how do you keep your team engaged, because they're all working from remote locations now. And he's quite simple. He said, well, trust my people. Second of all, provide them with all the tools that they need. So in other words, if they don't have a monitor at home, he's providing them with a monitor. If they don't have, they had a desktop, but they don't have any other type of computer, he's providing them with that computer. He's also given them all a $500 bonus or a budget towards buying a desk or a chair or whatever it is that they need to work comfortably from home. So making sure that the people have got everything that they need in order to do the job effectively from home. He is also making sure that he himself personally is doing whatever he can to engage the team. And to that end, one of the things that he's doing is that every single week, at a certain day, at a certain time, he's sending out an email in terms of, of what's going on in the business, what's going on in the world as he sees it, some engagement tips and tricks. He's basically just staying in constant communication with them. And they're also including in the in the letter that he's sending out, some things that they can do, and they're doing some really, really unique things. They're doing what they call the selfie of the week. So if they happen to be on a call with a customer, they're actually getting up next to their screen and doing a selfie with them and their customer or another team member. They're taking pictures of what their home office looks like, and they're sending them in. So it's creating this feeling that we're starting to get to know each other. You can do that as well with your team, and I've seen lots of examples of people who break bread together. So they schedule a meeting, and the meeting is purely just to have lunch together, where everybody's got lunch and they're all sitting in front of their cameras, doing a Zoom or a Teams call, and they're just eating lunch together and just shooting the breeze in terms of what's going on in their lives. The whole idea is that you have to stay connected with your team, because connection is a very, very vital part of humans and our need to feel like we belong to a cause, we belong to a purpose that's bigger than us. That's really, really important right now for you as a leader. Who knows how much longer we'll be carrying on this way? Who knows if this doesn't become the new normal for us? So that's one of the things for you to consider as a leader when you're working through this. One of the things I would love to hear more about is, what are some of the things you're doing to help your team stay engaged and connect with each other so that you create this sense of belonging within your team. I'd love to hear your best practices, and I'd love to be able to collect all those best practices, and I'll share them back with the world of leaders that this video reaches out to. So that's it for this week. Thank you very, very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.